Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, got some rumors. I was chopping it up with my person yesterday. So let's talk about some of these rumors that could or couldn't happen. Check out the Boxing Rumor playlist for more videos like this. Excuse me. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you ever want to reach out to me, video requests, advertise your business on the channel, make a donation, whatever the scenario or situation is. But if you want to make a financial donation, man, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. But best donation you can make right now, other than hitting that subscribe button, bell icon button, is to share the video. But where can we start off that? All right, I heard that Mike Tyson, I'm not scared of Trevor Burbick. It's like, no, but y'all heard that Mario Barrios could be defending his regular WBA belt against Regis Prograis, but he need to fight old boy that's trained by Joel Diaz, that he barely beat. I thought he won because of the 2 knockdowns, but apparently Barrios ain't trying to give old boy the fade or run the fade back. But hearing that him and Regis can fight, and I don't know if Regis trying to call himself a 2-time junior welterweight title holder, but we not counting that fake WBA belt. We don't do that over here at Goodfella Sports TV, no matter who you is, and you ain't no world champion again. But then again, put the fake belt aside, it's actually a good fight. I think Mario Barrios came from 126 pounds, or 22, I think it was 26, and he had a growth spurt. So, I think it's a tough fight. I think I seen somewhere he called out Earl Spence or something like that, but I don't think he ready for that type of fight. But him and Regis, that's Mason, him and Regis is a good fight. If you ask me to be, I'm just being honest. In my future voice, if you ask me to be honest, I think Regis Prograis might walk away with this one with his hand raised with Barrios on the canvas. But I like Barrios. Not a fan of Virgil Hunter training in the corner, but Barrios got some good explosive hands. He got some good feet. He can punch a little bit, but I think Regis Prograis, being a former real world champion, fighting the upper echelon competition like Josh Taylor, I think that's going to be a little bit too much for Mario Barrios. But to be honest, I love Regis Prograis' game. I love Mario Barrios, his style in his game. And I wish they wouldn't fight each other, to be honest. But then again, this is a fight that's probably going to happen. It got to happen. And I think it's probably going to be on somebody undercard. If not, I can't see it being the main event. I could see it being the main event. I think it's a good main event, but probably might be its own card or be on somebody undercard. But I think it's a great fight for the fans. And I think Regis Prograis might put him to sleep. But also, when you look at Regis Prograis, he got to make the weight. So Barrios got to make sure that kid make the weight. But other than that, should be a good fight. Now, also, I'm going to say the best story for last, because a lot of you guys, y'all going to want to hear this story. But I'm hearing that Erickson Lubin, the last thing they wanted Lubin to do is, last thing they wanted for him was either fight Jerry Swift Hurd. And I thought somebody said at 160, I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong on that one. Or fight Tony Harrison. So I've been hearing the Tony Harrison thing for the last few months, that they wanted the Harrison fight, and I can dig it with that. Harrison's father just died, and Erickson Lubin talking about he was a champion at one point, like he run the show. He was trying to call out Tony Harrison, like he wanted that fight. But after watching that Terrell Goucher fight, he was scared of Terrell Goucher. Now, I don't got nothing against Goucher. I think he was an Olympian, but Goucher ain't got no power to be scared about. So it's really about with Erickson Lubin and Tony Harrison fighting, whoever catch each other first, because they ain't got the greatest chin resume. And I got love for Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? He from the D. He did a drop for me. I like him. I love Erickson Lubin too, man, as a fighter. But really, it's about who get caught first, and if you get caught, can you take the shot? And to be honest, I think Tony Harrison can get him, man. The way he fought versus Terrell Goucher. But think about Tony Harrison, he don't fight like he got a bad chin. You know what I'm saying? He willing to mix it up, and he should have been a world champion versus Jerry Hurd, but he just ran out of gas, and he beat Jermell Charlo. A lot of people say he didn't, but he beat him worse the second time before he got stopped. So that's a good fight. I would love to see Erickson Lubin fight somebody else that's not coming off a loss. But I understand that, with Sebastian Fondora, that's a high risk, low reward fight. And it's also was talk about behind the scene that he could fight Erickson Lubin, and I thought that's who he should have fought to begin with. But to be honest, I don't blame him for not fighting Lara. If I ain't no world championship on the other side of me fighting Lara, then I'm good on that. All right. So, that's what he might do next. And him and Jared Hurd, that's a good fight. Jared Hurd, I seen him sparring with Effie and Jabway. They was doing light sparring. They both coaches, Coach K. But I'm not sure Jared Hurd ready to jump into a fight like that. That last performance I seen from Jared Hurd was pretty pedestrian. The fight was mundane. He trying to box and be disciplined. And that's just something they go out to do on their own time. All right. They can't really be perfecting his career, trying to recreate his career, in fights where, people paying their money or spending their time to fight, spending their time to watch the fight. But to be honest, I'm not sure what progress he making, learning to use his height, his reach, and his assets, in the ring. But if he ain't ready, Erickson Lubin going to take advantage of that. And Erickson Lubin start beating on him. Don't be surprised if Jared Hurd don't revert back to what he used to do. And if he revert back to what he used to do and he take Lubin punch, he probably can stop Lubin with attrition. That fight might look like Vallejo and Nakatani. I think Jared Hurd might go back into his old self. Now, if Jared Hurd boxing well and beating him and using this new stuff, then, really ain't no hope for Erickson Lubin. But, it's a good fight. I prefer either one of them fights. He fight Tony Cool. We've been waiting for Tony Harrison to come back. He must have made some good money fighting Jamal Charlo because he wasn't sweating coming to the pandemic. I know he was in Philly watching Charles Conway and Conwell spar with Jerron Ennis, and I heard that somebody got did dirty. I'm not going to say who, but it wasn't Boots. But let's move on. Pretty much, I heard to end it off, Caleb Plant don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. He don't want to fight David Benavidez. And at one point, David Benavidez didn't want to fight him. Now, it's just a rumor, and somebody going to get that clarified to me why. But I'm just going to guess that he don't want to fight David Benavidez because he ain't got no belt no more. So I'm going to step out and say that. Now, Caleb Plant don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. I don't know why. I heard that Jamal Charlo tried to fight Canelo Alvarez at the catchweight of 66. But then again, that might be one of those few fights where you see the bigger, stronger man might be moving up to 168. And I think Caleb Plant is naturally a 160 pounder. And I think Charlo will grow right into that 168 pound frame. Now, if they did get in the ring and they knucked if you buck, that's interesting because Jamal Charlo is a plotter. He like to hold his space, and Caleb Plant is a mover. He like to move and stick and move and do all the feints and be slick. So really, it's all about Caleb Plant outboxing Charlo, using his cement legs against him. But really, if Charlo used the jab, freeze him, and catch Caleb Plant, he could put him to sleep. But that's a fight that I'm 100%. I want to be down with, for that fight. But apparently, somebody told me that Caleb Plant don't want to knuck if he buck. What? He ain't trying to fight our boy. Oh, what you crying for? Man, Mason is a baby. But that's what they said, man. So I don't know why. I didn't get an explanation. Somebody said they're gonna dig a little bit deeper for me to see, why he didn't want to do it. But that's what you got right now. But with Benavidez, I'm just say probably because he ain't got a title, but really that should be a fight that's for pride. It's been a lot of yip yapping, been a lot of chit chatting, been a lot of going back and forth, swinging on each other. And I always thought that he can beat David Benavidez because I seen Benavidez get put on the floor by Ronald Garville and struggle with him, and I thought he lost that fight. Okay, but that's a fight that he should want. But at one point, he was trying to make the fight. They were saying Benavidez didn't want to fight; he wanted to wait. So that's just PBC. They got the PBC vaccine. You feel me? When a big fight, people want a big fight. All of a sudden, I want it, you don't want it. It's just a shame that fight should have happened. But Benavidez lost his title on the scales, and that's just his lack of discipline. He already lost his title twice, and that just don't make no sense. He was gifted the title versus Ronald Garville, which he didn't even win that fight, in my opinion. So with Caleb Plant, I don't know what's going on. Is it financial issues? And people say, look, he fighting Caleb Truex. And that's true. But who else do you want him to fight at 168? Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo Alvarez. They already talking about that fight. So, it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media links in the description. Don't forget, also got a Facebook group as well, too. Don't forget, if you want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And don't forget my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. We gone.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't
shit.
looking at him.